Here we are in rural Bulgaria, and I have just started building a French drain in the garden, and you can see coming up from the mountainside, going down here will relieve drainage problems to the side of the house, going down all the way down to here, and eventually we'll go down into the valley here. The proximity to the house is very close, and we've had quite a bit of drainage problems over the winter. So this is approximately 18 inches deep all the way through, and this is the first stage of digging it. That took approximately 2 solid days of digging. Now we have the pipe inside the trench, which is the next stage. We're now going to start wrapping some things around there. So that's the next stage. It's pipe there. It is a 4-inch diameter pipe, plastic pipe, drainage pipe. There you go. Part 3 is to have some underfloor plastic, which is put under laminated floors, which is going to go around the edge of the pit before I start using some ground cover to stop any residual earth going into the pipe. So this is the first stage. I'm lining it not all the way, but in the areas which are more likely to be sodden, particularly at the start of the pipe. Okay, the next stage is to get some landscape felt. I've got rolls of it, and first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go over the end of the pipe, the top end of the pipe, and make sure that has a covering of landscape felt. And I'm going to be used yachtsman's waxed string to tie everything in. And on the bed of the landscape felt, before I put the pipe on top of it, is going to be rubble that I collected as I dug the trench. So this is not going to really cost me anything. The only thing it's going to cost me is labour and time, a bit of backache, and the pipe itself. Everything else comes from the ground, it's free. Okay, so that's the next job. Okay, so they're the materials, and in a few minutes time I will show you. It's a bit cooler today, it's only about 26 degrees. From yesterday's 38, so I should be able to get quite a bit of work done today. Show you the next stage after this. Okay, as you can see now, the end of the pipe is tied up with a landscape felt at the end, and use the yachtsman's waxed string to tie it in. That stops any rodents or anything wanting to go through, or obviously most importantly any residue, mud and things entering the pipe and clogging it up in years ahead. So that's what it's going to be, and I'm going to keep that exposed so I can repair it or replace it in future times. Now this is the only part of the trench actually where I will leave a few inches so I can access it and service it in time in the future. Okay, the next stage you can see we have, I'm starting to put the rubble, bricks and pebbles and stones and things on top of the landscape material, and underneath you can just make out the white of the underfloor, which is like a membrane between the ground and the landscape felt. Okay, that's next. Okay folks, the next stage is, as you can start to see, I've started to fill in the trench with gravel and reclaimed stone from when I dug it out. So all this is reclaimed stuff, nothing was bought, and that's going to go up to approximately halfway up to the pipe, and then I'm going to fill it with just loose rubble after that. Okay, so that's the next stage done. Okay, as you can see now, I've finished tying the ground cover to the pipe and started to fill in with rubble and loose stone over the pipe prior to finishing off, where I will cover the area with soil. I just want to hide it. Okay, so there you go, next stage. Okay, the final stage is obviously to put the earth back on top of everything, and I'm just starting to do it, and you can see how it's going there. And a couple of days' time, with this fine weather, I should be able to finish, and then probably wait 3 or 4 weeks probably for the next rainy season to start, and then show you the proof of the pudding, show you how it works. Okay, see you later.